Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time, we ended off on the surprise revelation that somebody tried to kill us in our sleep. So that's what we're picking up. Nobody died last episode. I imagine it's going to happen early on this time, maybe? We'll see. Yeah, we got a morning meeting to go to before things really pick up. So yeah, hopefully we're all doing good, and let's get into this.
Hey, Makoto.
Yep, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. What the okay? You really had me worried, you know. What happened to you last night? Worried? Yeah, right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know... I mean, not that it actually happened. I mean, nobody here would want it, you know. So, anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. But why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff actually. I'm not sure I can really explain. Let's go meet up with everyone else, then they can tell you all about it. So, is everyone else waiting somewhere else, or what?
That's right.
Oh yeah, we all stayed up the whole night. The whole night? I lost rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone. So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Okay, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there. The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? Well, we picked the right time to pick up on the recording today, I would say. Hina, by all means, just, you know, feel free to elaborate. What on earth? What? We're straight in the deep end, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So the gym is here, yeah. I remember, he says. Okay, but, God. Huh. What the hell have they done? There he is. This is worse than being late for your wedding. But for your son, your own funeral at once.
What?
Jeez, to show up now like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed. Just like Hina said, everyone was there, besides Kyoko. And then I noticed. It formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was... What the? Before I could catch myself, I cried out. What? Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing? What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
What the fuck do you mean?
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's not face.
Yeah, Byaku's just stood at the back looking smug as hell, holding what I assume was lipstick there, but you know, go off. Relax, there's no real danger. You say that, but... What is this? What are you guys doing? Explain, Hagakure. Seriously, what were you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
Hey, come on.
Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, because that's how much I like you. Back you found this little fella laying around, then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything.
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. I found him here just like normal, however... When I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react or say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma lay there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move, so I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was master stroke of genius, a chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. Once we discovered that he's quite a sophisticated machine. Its leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway? But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he'd malfunctioned. We didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down,
So in other words...
then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind. Something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected. They were probably so scared of Master they ran away in terror. Or maybe they got sick or something. But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who is that if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer in place as necessary. That's true. He says the same exact thing every day, right? Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for light conversation. I just found something that... What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. Bomb? That's super bad. We need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off. A motion sensor for serious? I'm starting to get all shaky. Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't you? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. You're not so fine. You won't. Oh, I probably should have mentioned the motion sensor is off right now. You devious little shit. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you may be the world's most spineless woman of the century. Hey, come on, this century's just getting started. Don't call the race already. Whatever, just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging onto it, that's going to do anyone any good. Oh yeah, good call.
Well?
Oh, okay, it's down. Everything's all good. Hey, Hero put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. How? My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He'd stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could that have been? When I thought about it, I couldn't help but think back to the night before, being attacked by that masked figure. Hey, Makoto? Huh?
Hey.
Don't hurt us. Did you hear a thing we just said? Huh? So that's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. We were saying, since we've done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we've decided to continue our offensive assault. To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance. Wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there, if you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. Or go live in the chicken coop with all of the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6. This is a battle, fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to run away or are you going to fight? You're right. I'll go with you.
It's all clear.
Okay then. We're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. I'll follow you anywhere, master, to all the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength. I can do this. I'm a man and I can do this. I got the world, the entire universe on my side. We found the determination on our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Yo! I am aware that, it looks like the light of God is on me on my face cam, by the way. Downside of recording at 3 PM, I guess. Now, are we on the right floor? We are. Oh, hello, Toko. Hello, Aoi. Where is the headmaster's room? Oh, of course you're the one standing closest to the door, and God, is this... I'm sorry, am I, head height with everyone else, or am I just a midget? Anyway, let's go. It's locked, as expected. So what are you gonna do? Isn't it obvious we're gonna turn this door off its hinges? Wait, but the rules say... We've seen that mastermind isn't watching us, it doesn't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there,
So in other
then we'll
words,
just have to finish our business before that can happen.
Hey.
Okay, sure, but
what?
we've come this far, we can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. Oh, so beautiful!
I mean,
You're serious?
what the heck?
We didn't have any choice, we're desperate. Right, let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
actually.
Okay, but how are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? Thing in the tool shed.
Oh, so
Oh yeah, the pickaxe!
I see.
Interesting. That could be very well what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot right now.
It's all clear.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable! I by myself?
Naturally.
Sure, you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's me and you time, master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that, 10 seconds. Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable! With that look, Toko ran off loud as a herd of rabbit elephants.
Hey.
For serious though, we just gotta knock this door down. No problem to solve by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid
So true,
danger,
so true.
you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can barely talk. I'm a phobos. No. I'm totally flap sauce? Oh, gross, where did that come from? We just said you. Where did you come from? Hello, it's the wonderful murderous fiend here to greet you with a razor sharp smile. You're a freak.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to get an axe. No, you receiving imbecile. The pickaxe. Sleeping imbecile, master. You woo me with your excessive level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose. Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega 330S, that was what you need. Great for the old memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes.
Ah, the light bulb just went on. That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. One more mystery? Yep, now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
Now what are you talking about? You already forgot what we were talking about. You're like missing out on life. I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What did you find? Puss. Sourpuss? Did you hear me? I said corpse! A corpse?
yep.
That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. I found a corpse in the garden.
What did you say?
Well, then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look
Come
into.
on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. What the fuck? As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... Uh-oh. Oh! Our pool for dead people is getting increasingly lower now. Oh, it's either somebody we don't know or Kyoko. I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face, and there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What the? Are they really dead? For sure, but who is it? There it is. Oh, how jazzy. How scandalous. Yeah, that is the game I'm playing, yes. Well, we're fucked. Just to make things clear, last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask, and whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. I told you there's a corpse hanging out here. Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. Well, I'm gonna look in the shed. Feel free to come with, Byakuya. I'm just saying. Can I go in? Is it letting me in the shed? Okay, I can't. It's very small. I have to check the body for anything else. I really don't want to. Body discovery announcement hasn't played. So the mastermind really is gone. How are you doing, Jill?
Yep.
Just throw it in the lost and found. Even a dead body can find its home that way. Okay, and with those words of enlightenment, how are you doing, Kyoko? We need to find out who this actually is. There's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. While the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself, the victim is a total mystery. Just looking at them, those aren't Kyoko's shoes. Yeah, no, I don't think Kyoko wore high heels. I think, I don't know, I was gonna say Ishimaru, because he had like the lace things, but, Well, that's the only person, no, sorry, I'm not saying Ishimaru who's died again, because that would hurt. I'm saying Ishimaru had shoes like that, so I imagine is this Mystery Woman X? One thing I do know, yeah, it's the same person. Whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. I don't think, I may be completely off base with this, but look at their fingers there, right? They're like, they've got nothing on. But why? But they've clearly got red fingernails there. So how did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to a knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes have stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, at least. How can you tell? Well, I think I see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of her body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really, then? It could be... Okay, then. Let's just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't... But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out towards the mask. And in the next instant... There was a blinding light and a deafening roar. Fuck, is she gone? The body blew up. It blew up, 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 it blew up. My vision started to darken and I prepared to pass out, but then... Hurry up, put out the fire. Oh. As my consciousness attempted to float away, a voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. If half the body was on fire, I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. But what the hell, man? It exploded. I had a bad feeling about that body. I never imagined it would explode. And now the body... Its burns were crisp. That's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. You'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we going to find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh. If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow it down to who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? And that dead body is Kyoko. No, that can't be right. Calm down, didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person. The Mastermind. What? The Mastermind. Come on, there's no way the Mastermind got Charbroiled. Get serious. I agree, normally the idea we were considering, but I have reason to believe it may be true. The Mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if the Master is dead, right? Again, it looks like he's holding lipstick in the top right there. But that corpse is a girl, right? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Odorigo said? So that same person may very well be the Mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. He said the Mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that be the Mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Mikuru Ikasaba, 16th student at Hope's Peak. What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school. I think you had better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was... I'm gonna hear this in my dreams. And watch out for her. No? It's like, how can you be ultimate at causing despair? What does she do? What is her job? It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mikuru Ikasaba is the Mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the Mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have any proof yet, but I have no doubts I'm right. There is another student here and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics. And that phrase, the ultimate despair, sounds super Mastermindy, doesn't it? Okay, so the Mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here. She's the ultimate despair. But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how does she wind up burnt to a crisp? None of this makes any sense, just to suddenly show up and then die. I think we better take a close look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait.
What?
Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko. Oh yeah, she got totally blowing up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. I'm not sure if I should be rejoicing or very sad that she's not dead. Oh, she survived. Oh, she survived. What just happened, Master? You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, then, I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live. This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. You were, again, Toko, you were a freak. But, you know, she's like a freak in the endearing way. Right now I have to focus on the body. I'm sorry, was that not the body? I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko, after all. Okay, what is that, first and foremost? There's something next to the body. It's a key? Is that what Kyoko took from Monokuma? No, because we saw the thing, didn't we? Yeah, she showed it. There's no way in hell that could be... That's right, the key she showed was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is... What isn't? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. So, even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh? That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean... the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now. Well, if you pay me a wage and put me in the will, I'll do what you want. Oh, I'm sorry. You just told me to fuck off. Alright, well, I respect that. I respect that. Although this ambience is kind of gonna drive me mental, but let's go see WWE. The biolab was definitely locked before, but let's give it a shot. We went to insert the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole. The key isn't even close to fitting, which means the key doesn't go to this room. Okay. So scandalous indeed. Again, if I go down the floor, do the crickets stop? Were the crickets here before? Is this going to end up being a clue? Okay. I'm starting to think this isn't intentional and maybe a bug. You know, just a mild hunch. A headmaster's room. Wait, no, data lab. Let's see. Also, the data center was definitely locked before, but let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole, it fits! Then this is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center. I guess that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. Good. So you're back. How did it go? I found out which room the key goes into. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. We can get into the data center now. Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I might have to save and reload. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now. Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words,
it's in your hands. Again. It means I trust you. That is an absolute lie, I'm just being used. No, I was the first person that came to mind when he thought of someone reliable for the job. Oh! But that's all it took, really? Okay, well, the crickets are gone, go us. You know how... I want to check in with you, Toko. Like, do you have any more words of wisdom for us? Master told me he trusts you. Master told you that. Oh, well, don't let it go to your head. I am so not happy about any of this. Well, good to see we're both on the same page about where I fall in Byakuya's line of people. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Okay, so, nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Ooh. Alright. In a word, the room was... strange. I mean, all the rooms up until now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here the fear was leaking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look at what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. Dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is... What? It's a direct feed from every surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back to this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors. So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is... the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden? If they had the keys to this room, that can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuru Ikasaba, and she was the Mastermind. Then the Mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad they had to go die before Master could kill them herself. The Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body... whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So, who was it that...
but...
If the Mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole. We gotta hurry up and find the exit, come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. But what about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, then we can leave whatever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too, huh? Instead of the corpse makes it plain as day, there's absolutely no doubt. Mastermind was murdered. But why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have done it? That's exactly why I said they need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind. Now, do you understand if a useless insect you're banned from talking to Master ever again? The Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent whoever knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. Okay. What I will say is weird is that we haven't had the thing where it goes like, boom, and then it says investigation. So are we not investigating that murder then at all? Well, how are you doing, Byakuya? Why was the Mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out and identify the purpose of the Mastermind. Well, I guess we'll start with the computer. There's a bunch of computers here all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The Mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. An Alter Ego. You may very well be right about that, but there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Okay, then what else we got? A TV. There's nothing showing up on this one. Oh, hey look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna? It is, just like my grandma uses. It's one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Did someone say TV? Oh, it's Saturday morning Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on. You're all starved from info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? Okay, up next. A world map. Yeah. There's a really ridiculous number of monitors here. And the Mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Freak. Monster. Stay away from me. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. Door's locked, huh? Well, what if you use that key to open this room? Let's give it a try just in case. Nope, no good. Won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh. Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The Mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Ian is right. The Mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
You know?
Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all of you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now what we're gonna do is switch it on. Then do it. Freaking idiot Mastermind. All you guys need to cut you free from the regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV this whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. Huh? This is... It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Oh, that's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Oh, that's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible. Not just weird, stupid weird.
But...
This TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how's it showing the camera feed?
Well,
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Hero went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
What the heck? Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh? What? What? Been why, you freaking bastards? Monokuma! How? You're supposed to be dead. Me dead? Don't be freaking stupid! Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different. I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. Look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The one you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going. No, we're supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you so obsessed with getting out? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life, no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair? Whew, I pooped from all that laughing. Guess I'll just get to the point now. The point? You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here. I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind. But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Oh, look at how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in from the antenna. But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here. You're stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you. This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What? This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I understand the deeper meaning. Oh, what? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now? I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan. Everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now, why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them the true despair like they'd never seen before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment. You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they would have tried to come and rescue us. What if they already did? Huh? But then again, it's not really any of their business, is it? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of the communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. Yeah, so how could things come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What? Yeah, duh. This is the little business of... You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial? Do you mean... I'll leave the next Monokuma for right for here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay? Okay. Things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait!
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment, and how is he still alive? I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about the class trial? Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is at this point we have to figure out who the culprit really is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuru Kasaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition, and if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means the mastermind Mukuru Ikasaba isn't dead. So naturally that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's. Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. I have to have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. And if you refuse to believe it, your responsibility is to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we better begin. If we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer... Correct. Must be someone participating in our school life. So you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. And? What do you mean they changed the investigation music? I better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but they were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to discover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to figure out what happened or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Well, thank you for the thing, but did you really have to pause some music because it was getting good? Because, oh! Okay. Okay. I was not familiar with your game, Spike Chunsoft, but oh, it's kind of a banger. Okay, time to get started. I need to check everywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I need to do what I always do. Just this time, without Kyoko Kirigiri. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. Fragments in the dead body of notes, the truth bullet section of your handbook. Looks like a medal of some kind. Anyway, the K-knife. There's a knife lying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body after it exploded. Before, even. Before, so the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it! It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because... when they attacked I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then I... If this really is Kyoko, it'd mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. Oh, it can't be, there's no way. Do not wave that possibility in front of me that we're the culprit. Right, let's go to the body next. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Indeed. Right, don't think Kyoko had tattoos. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. Again, I don't think Kyoko wore nails. Because if she was one... Again, maybe it's just an art discrepancy, but the person that attacked us last night didn't have fake nails on, so... There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Okay, up next, the holes. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burned up. There's only one little piece left. How about, where else? Okay, up here apparently. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. Ooh! That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? So I'm moving the way they're mixing in box 15. That is kind of banging. Now what is going on here? The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Sprinkles go off every day at 7:30, so it was placed here after the fact then, right? In theory? Maybe? Anyway, that seems like it's everything, so I will step away from the dead body. Now, who should I speak to? I don't know why there's a random bit of nothing on the floor. Anything new with you? The Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Is it really people, plastic, and scissors? No. Now, what else? I guess we'll speak to the guys. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. Well, if you insist. What do you want to talk about? I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it? isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone, so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here. So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko. And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. What? So what now? You seem to be quite at the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Oh, and of course he gives us... Oh, I hate you, Byakuya, but damn you. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and? Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, so I headed to the dining hall pretty soon after. Once I got there, I met up with Hina, that was right around 7:30, then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so probably 9 on the dot now. That's right, it had to have been around 9 o'clock. Ah, now you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job, but that seems good. Because I reckon we can use that in conjunction with the sprinkle system to pop off. Let's go. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked? You know, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks! That was a big help. Now that you explained it, and I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helps me remember it a lot better too. Thank you, too. Body before the explosion. Where are they going with this? So, who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Only person here not to give us a clue, really. Anyway, how are the chickens doing? I count 4 chickens. 4? What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right. What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're one short. Huh? That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down to just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Even if a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? We're actually gonna use chickens as a piece of evidence. I love this game. I am a Danganronpa convert. Anyway, just to be sure, I should take a look at this tool shed. And we will now be killed as this is a double murder case. Hello, newspaper! Is this a top? Wait, was there a top in here before? I should probably look into that, it could be related to the case. No shit! Yes! Get on that! The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. On one side of the top is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Alright, and what else we got? Is there anything else here? Either tool, I guess so. I don't think I've seen everything there is to see. Well, by all means, enlighten me as to what possibly else could be going on here. Because I'm not seeing much. Like, oh! This again. How's this been changed? This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. As it's turned on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh, hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers shouldn't have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place after 7:30. Uh-oh. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true... Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? I doubt it. Again, there's no nails on it. If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I'll simply let me... Oh, that's genius.
What?
Just give up.
I'm getting vibes now, right? So he has her key. Part of me is thinking that she knew this was gonna happen? Or maybe, yeah, I do not know. But I guess we'll ask for her room key. I don't know, that feels far too coincidental to just be like a, whoa, you know, crazy thing happened. That feels like, yeah, I guess this is a remix of the regular investigation. But, ooh, so hey, if you do come up with an alibi, I'll happily hear it later at the class trial. Oh, it's not about that. You have the key to her room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Well, then you will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agendas to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Where? Where? Thankfully, I can have a little skim over. The gym? Okay, this is kind of an all-time banger, I'm afraid. This is going in the Spotify. Right. Why do I go to inspect gym? Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb. And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. You son of a bitch. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. I feel, and I got this deep, horrifying feeling, if this isn't right, some evil, the mastermind, spookiness. It turns out Mukuru Kisaba's like a red herring. I'm getting subtle and yet covert vibes. That this could be a Byakuya and Toko double murder. Because here's my theory, right? First of all, Byakuya is smart. And he just happens to get a bomb. And he's got Toko, and he's like, hey, to the regular one, he's like, hey, how about... Oh, he uses one of them, but swears he's the one with silence, and he's like, hey, take this, stick it on the body that I killed, and then, you know, the other Toko doesn't know, and the other one's just very good at acting. It's giving that vibes. It's giving bomb was planted and rigged by Genocide Jill, which would be insane, because I would love to go back for bat with her, but I don't know. It feels like letting the serial killer kill someone is, like, too obvious. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm suspecting Byakuya, but, like, I don't know. I refuse to believe Kyoko is dead. I think they would give a better, what's it called? Like, send-off to her? I don't know what to say, but apparently that was all we needed to do before we could get access to her room. So I guess we'll try again now. How are you doing? How are you doing? You think you can go soon?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Oh, wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Again, the fact he's, like, got her room key is highly suspicious. Almost like you're gonna do a bit of crime scene manipulation. Also, like, wow. I'm sorry, this is my eye level again. Am I playing as a dwarf? Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Well... It's such a tune, man. It's such a tune. I love it. There's a dead body I should not be grooving, but... So, this is Kyoko's room. Let's check the bathroom first. Here's the bathroom. Walked. Here's the bathroom. No, I want to interact with Byakuya. He is not a bathroom.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on looking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to do with some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know! Oh yeah, Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something certainly has happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
I don't know if she's the biggest hater of all time, but that is the worst clue I think we could have possibly got. That's all that was in there? Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? I don't know, I'm more interested in like the ruler on the table. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. Lockers are those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. Ah, okay. I wouldn't know, I've never been... That doesn't really surprise me, it's hard to picture him doing something like that. But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo this might go into. Where the hell are they going with this? Right, okay. So maybe it's the sheets at the dojo? Oh, yeah, but we'll check the bed sheets here. Part of me didn't expect to find anything, so I lifted up the sheets. What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78 student registry, Mukuru Ikasaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuru Ikasaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. Ooh, it was a key. Ah, again, the last time you redacted what second thing was. I'm with you. This must be the blank Monokuma was talking about. She said a death without warning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I'm in an effort to pull myself together and look down at the profile sheet. Okay, so name Mukuru Ikasaba, female, ultimate soldier. Although small, she was a military specialist trained in every single weapon type imaginable. Showed an interest in military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just for entering middle school, while she and her family were in Europe, she disappeared. Story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped took over media outlets. An international investigation sent no information, she was never found. Then she reappeared in Japan 3 years later alone and completely unannounced. She revealed she joined a mercenary group. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped since she received battle training of her own volition, which never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Alright, yeah, sure, I love getting more questions. The ultimate soldier in a mercenary group. That doesn't feel real. Well, I grew up, and it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other's sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear that name in a place like this. What? You recognize it? 5 Great British Pounds, he has hired them at some point.
Naturally.
And the Fair and Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers, but they do have their uses and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. Don't know anyone £5. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard that says Fenrir has already... Wow, I feel like a hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. So yeah, I just want to take a second there. So clearly, Byakuya knows something, but more importantly, what possible use could he have for a mercenary group? I don't know. But you know what, it's very fun. That's you! What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Oh, you found a profile. So what if we did? Don't freak out on me, I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against her either, even though she stole and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Mr. Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. There's our omnivores, you know.
What?
Her rule violations really are so unforgivable. You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A part of school life is built on the declaration to organize and order. Which is even as I, the school headmaster, have to follow regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well? Absolutely. I can't hear you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing on the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I'd ever actually tell you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking maybe I should probably clarify that. Okay, so when you first got here, there were 15. You're gonna say there's 16. I think the first meeting might have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying... That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you. The total number of students taking part in this game was actually 16. So she is fair game. This is the, like, 7th time they have shown this.
Lying hidden somewhere in this school.
And I'm gonna let it play out every time because it gets significantly funnier.
Watch out for her.
I would if she was not dead with a knife in her and was then blown up. 16th search student, she's a part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is... Yeah, that's my question. Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, cause... Like I told you, it's desperately popular, you wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone's on the same page. I don't want to make up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense.
Well now.
Okay, that's all you for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously? You know how she wear those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Oh! Monokuma's account, I would not trust him as far as I could throw him. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover a bunch of scars. Wait, so the one also on the back of her hand... That tattoo? Wait, but nah. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means... Those fake nails on the corpse. Yeah, shit! Are you thinking about her again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously he was trying to tell us that Mukuro was the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. With the mere fact that he said that Mukuro was connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case.
It's certainly
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we have to have a clash trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, this is what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Kasaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
In other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. So it makes more sense to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Thank God we got this music back. It's so good! Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? Why am I your sidekick? This is like the third or fourth investigation in a row I'm getting dragged around by him, and I am... You know, life is good. Life is good. It's like playing on easy mode. He solved everything and he just drags me around for the fun of it. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys just like those at super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in her room really does go in one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker furthest to the right?
Very strange.
Very strange indeed. That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I probably should use the key we found on that locker then. Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and the locker eagerly accepted the key and opened. Dead body 2! There are arrows in here, it looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. How is that a clue? Oh, there's something inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what it was used for. Is that a bloodstain? If it is, that means it surely must be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? No clue. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong? It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case, but how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps... Yakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. You mean the mercenary group that Mukuru was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive? Oh, that's right. The archive will kind of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I think he's hiding something from us. Because all of a sudden, he's saying at the start of this chapter, you know, you're public enemy number 1. You are the imposter. Among us, one would say. You are an imposter. And then all of a sudden, he is supervising our investigation. So either he really suspects Kyoko, or he really doesn't want us to suspect him because he worked so hard to solve the case that he was the mastermind of. I'm getting that vibe. Also, I'm sorry, he hires mercenaries. I'm under the impression he hires mercenary groups, so I wouldn't say it's outside the realm of possibility. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Yakuya seems to know the archive at the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with the file in hand. Ah, well, thank you for finding it. Saves me the trouble. Take a look at this. Oh, I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way through high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schools can't speak French. Oh, whatever, I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they're a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, that's where I know it from. Their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They've been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded. What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are a part of our world. Their battlefield's not much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I'd use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report says something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. I was gonna say, wasn't it a character in Thor Ragnarok, or am I tripping? Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. Ah! What? They got a tattoo? Could that mean... So it's 100% Mukuro who's dead then. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do what I think you're about to do.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms.
He's given us barely any time to investigate what we need to.
It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, It's time to begin the class trial! So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later!
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. I was enjoying the investigation music for the record, but... Damn it, man. Damn it. I have no idea what on earth we're meant to do in order to solve this murder. Because, like, I imagine Kyoko's in the vents. Is that the explanation we're going with? Because Good times, good times. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, it will help Adventure. Lets me know that you do want to see more of this and all of that good stuff. And that's gonna be it for now. So yeah, I might come back and record the class trial later because I feel like it's as hopeless as I feel trying to solve whatever the hell that murder was. It's kind of hype, so I might be back later in the day after my shift to record some more. We will see. We will see. But that is going to be it for now. So, of course, if you have enjoyed, then feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It does always help it a bunch. It lets me know that you do want to see more of this and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's us done for now. So until next time, all said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.